I have it muted anyway.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing well. Doing well. How's everything going with you, Eric?
Hey, man. It's been a good day. This is pop-up edition number 2. First time ever here from the Pete and C podcast studios. So you got a controller in there. You trying to see if the Steelers are playing?
Yes. Kind of wish I'd been playing the Super Bowl highlights from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Last and Lack. Good game, though. I mean, no, it was a boring game because it was a thumping, but a good game from the standpoint there wasn't a team that I disliked playing, so to me it didn't matter who won.
Yeah. I wanted a good game. It was a good offensive game on one side of it and a good defensive game on the other side. And hey, we roll with it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll pop up edition number 2. We're here at Pete and C. And we're getting ready for an afternoon slate of events. The poster board session outside of our studio is empty right now. There's 2 people out there getting set up because it is lunch break. I'm hungry.
I know. I did the I forgot to bring my. I said in the previous show, tips to bring food for breakfast. I forgot, so I went with a variety of cookies. And some coffee, and that doesn't tide you over well. But it is what it is. As my wife was chastising me, like, really, that's what you ate? I'm like, what did you expect? You know me. But it was good, and it had the coffee with hot chocolate and whipped cream to keep me going. And it's very productive. Very productive conference so far. If you notice, we're both wearing black because today is PACT Blackout Day. We're meet and greet later. Buy tickets. Come see us if you haven't bought tickets. The meet and greet, because it is a separate ticketed event for people here at Pete and C. Stop by the PACT and talk to us, and we'll get you going.
Yeah. And so today, like you said, the Black Day of PACT, wearing your PACT gear. And tomorrow is Purple KTI gear. So the Purple Brigade will be strong and proud tomorrow, roaming the halls. And if you are so willing to continue our tradition of the Purple Bag Brigade, to help lighten the vendors' luggage for their travels home, and to help us get a lot of gear that we can share during the KTI Summit in Shippensburg this summer and be able to share with all those different people that are attending. So it's always a great time, and the more we have, the better it is. Now, although we didn't do a good job of having food here at the studio, I've been doing good with our hydration tips and making sure that, staying properly hydrated throughout the day. It's just, weren't thinking about bringing a snack to the studio here. So we need to work on that next year.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow, because we are podcasting live again tomorrow. We are at 10 or 10:30 tomorrow.
10:30, I believe, yeah.
10:30 to 11:20, 50-minute session tomorrow. We had people recording podcasts in the podcast studio earlier today. We're live. Second session is a double dose for my students.
If your students were right here, for forgetting the food, the different things, I think it would be donuts would be in order.
Yes.
Back me up. Make sure you.
I will get you donuts because I know. I'll have to work on that. But it's been a crazy, very productive yet crazy conference. I forgot to bring this up in the first session. Dodging snow to get here that didn't show up until after we got there, but everyone was freaked out about. We talk weather a lot, weather nerds. The snow that was supposed to hit. It was actually, so I left early from Pittsburgh to get over here. They had it nailed. I hit Somerset at 5 to 11, and it was starting to spit little styrofoam beads at my truck and across the road. And I'm like, drove through, didn't hit a rest stop, kept going, got in front of it, hit Siding Plaza, and started flurrying, hurried up, got back in the truck, and got here, flurried a bit, and then it stopped, and then 5 or 6 o'clock it lit up, so I was glad I was here by then because it got a pretty good ice storm. Now, next couple days are calling for snow, like it's middle of the conference and getting out of here, so we'll see what happens.
Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, then Wednesday night into Thursday was supposed to be more, and now it looks like it's more of a wintry mix. But yeah, I'll get to experience what it's like if there's a fid day at school while I'm at a conference. What is the teacher expected to do? So, yeah, post those in the comments what your school has set up for that. So that's going to be an interesting scenario when that hits. So, yeah, we'll see.
I can give you one time I was at a conference out here for SAS. There was coach, and we had the CFF coaches conferences out here. And we had a snow day back home. And I was like, well, since I worked, because I was at a conference, I got no. Show up for the makeup day. I was like, oh. But that was okay because I was at a conference learning a bunch of cool stuff. So we have that going on. We have some more sessions going on later today. We have the meet and greet, which we talked about. There'll be some more podcasts, probably recording. I don't think they're doing live here at the podcast area. Tomorrow, the big thing is we have a couple really cool prizes. Each session you show up to, you get one registration if you're there in person. Scan the QR code. You're registered for 2 cool prizes, and then you have to be there at the end of our panel discussion. You could win. We have a podcast studio, and we also have a Soundtrap license. So they're both pretty expensive, pretty cool. I wish I could sign up for them, but because I'm part of the presentation, I do not qualify for winning that prize. But I did win a prize. I think it's from Change Ed. I have to go see. I got my text. Someone, even though they're not, it was wearing a shade of green earlier today. It was Indy green, I would say. It wasn't dolphin green, even though they usually were dolphin green. Hint, it might be. Not putting anyone on blast. Just saying.
Not what I am. Yep. It was Dolphins green last night, I got to tell you. All right. But yeah, so now it was great minds think alike as you were talking about that. I was like, oh, you know what? We should put that up on the screen. So let me work on that right now. Just to go over, again, to review our different podcast groups that we're working with, that we're partnering with here. So we got the raffle going, but we got the Low GAM, we got the Change Ed podcast, the Cyber Sisters will be presenting tomorrow, and of course the PhD pod. And so the podcast and the giveaways that we have are presented by Focusrite and Soundtrap for Education. Soundtrap for Education has provided a license, I forget how many, 500-seat license for a school for a year. And then we also have a Vocaster, which is basically a podcast in a box, podcast studio in a box. And it comes with a little soundboard, microphone, and a headset. So if any of these prizes interest you, come down to the podcast studio. Be able to scan the QR code here live, but you'll also be able to look at the items. You'll have an open box of a separate one we're giving away. But you have an open box and you can see exactly what is in the box and what the microphone looks like and things like that and the headsets. But it's definitely a great deal for you if you're interested in starting a podcast in your classroom. And if you're looking to start a podcast in your classroom, there's these guys, and Tom and Eric, that are going to be doing a whole podcast on creation to curation, podcasting in your classroom. So I like that.
And we do have a Soundtrap code. We also have a StreamYard code. Get you set up, get you started, trial stuff, check things out. Right now we're hanging out. The lava lamp isn't plugged in. We're going with like a 70, 80, maybe back to a 60s motif here in the podcast studio with the disco ball going out there. We have stickers from the different podcasts that are available for you to grab and take with you. So come check it out. There's people moving through, but I know like Remake Learning has a room all day. There's a lot of different things going on. We have the lady was one teacher came through and asked the summit's over at the hotel. Then we have conference sessions here at the convention center. And then tonight, after we have the meet and greet, after the meet and greet, there's a band and a cornhole tournament that goes into the evening here. We have there's a social hour set up by the vendors that runs from what time? 4:30.
Vendors, yeah, 4:30 to 5.
4:30 to 5. Check that out. There's prizes being drawn throughout the conference. So I know a lot of the stuff goes scan things. And they also have like a card that if you hit so many vendors, you're in line for prizes. We at PA have a bingo card. You don't win a prize, but it's just reminiscing about memories of C. and shoot a short video, post it to the Padlet, and we'll be pushing those out on socials. So you can check out a lot of things going on.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to make sure and get an opportunity to do that. And yeah, so that's going to be the big thing, sharing memories, because some of us have been here. I know a lot of people are thinking, God, it's just like a coming home when you come to the Hershey Lodge here and we got stuff going on. Yeah, it's always exciting. Now, Dom mentioned our StreamYard code, so bit.ly/all caps PACTS, and then the S is in StreamYard, so PACT StreamYard, and the PACTS is capitalized. So, but if you're interested in getting a StreamYard opportunity, and you'll be able to get those pro features, those premium features for 30 days or so. And then if you decide to keep going, great. And if not, you just go back to the free version. And the free version is amazing. I don't have access to our Soundtrap code, but we'll have to work on getting that up on the screen during our live session tomorrow.
Yeah, so it is in our presentation, and that will be posted on the Pete and C website. It's also posted in the information on past presentations. And I think it's in the info on some of the past shows. So check that out. But we will get that up on the screen for tomorrow. It's a teaser. It's out tomorrow.
Most definitely. So yeah, make sure you want to come out and not only check them, but we have all sorts of like, how are people using podcasts as micro PD? How are we using PD with the Cyber Sisters and how they're using it? They both teach in online, virtual charter schools. So giving their take on that. And then we also have the Change Ed, and they're doing the micro credentialing. And then we have Greg Coons and Mark, and they're doing a whole thing on leadership and tech leadership. So a lot of great, a lot of good podcasts going on. But yeah, PNC's got a lot going on. It's just a vibrant feel and everything that they're doing. So it's very exciting. And you definitely want to make sure when you come down the hall to the convention lobby. Again, the podcast studios here. We've got some amazing poster sessions that are happening outside the booth, and a lot of great stuff occurring. So there's just great educational tools, great ed tech going on in every corner, every nook and cranny we can fit it. So you want to make sure you check it out.
You have up our registration at the PACT booth. We have the Hershey mini sessions. We have some PACT presenters, great presenters doing short little micro presentations with 15 minutes at a clip. We have the big screen up there. Get some information. We have giveaways at the booth. We have a raffle at the booth. Some really cool prizes. So go check that out. As things go from Pete and C, it's always good to get out here and get a recharge, hanging with people, sharing ideas. Like I said earlier in the previous episode, walking around, there were so many poster sessions. You get to sit down, stand there, and talk to people one-on-one, where when you're in a regular session, ours, we have a good question and answer. Most of the sessions have good question and answers. I know Remake Learning Days was having the campfires where they rotated around the room every 5 minutes. Get some good information. With the poster sessions, you get one-on-one conversations with people. I talk with some people. I know some PACT members and some non-PACT members. The ideas in the poster session weren't geared towards secondary U.S. history, but the concepts that we're talking about were set up so that they could take it, adapt it, and you kind of brainstorm back and forth. Great conversations. How can I adapt what they're doing to my classroom? Here are the tools we're using. There's some things with robotics, coding, and how can you use that with social studies, history. It was pretty neat. And some were for elementary classrooms, but take that concept and adjust it to my content at grade level. So it was pretty neat being able to work with that. So
yeah,
going
well, and just trying to stay active. It's very tiring. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of sessions going on, and So with all that, being said, this is just our second dose of our podcast pop up, and we're going to be signing off. Make sure you check out our session tomorrow. If you're here in person, check it in person. If you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, if you're on YouTube, you can check it live while we're presenting from creation to curation, podcasting in your classroom.
And afterwards, you always find us on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, a bunch of other podcast sites. If you can't watch us live, listen to us live, catch us, over the podcast networks. Please, anytime you have questions, pod@PACT.org. Reach out to us. If you have ideas for the show, you're doing some cool education, reach out to us. You reach on the podcast.
All right. We'll make sure we check and thank our sponsors. And always remember, PACT,
We are
the voice of EdTech.
Pennsylvania, beyond.
All right. Thank you to our sponsors. Oh, hold on one second. Can't thank them just yet.
PACT is proud to partner with Teachers First to award Pennsylvania educators Act 48 hours for attending each live virtual workshop. For more information on live workshops, check out our calendar at PACT.org.